edge rushers. They've all had moments at camp where they look great, but I don't want to just bank on, these guys that have looked good in a week of camp to be the next guys up. You need to have a guy like Matthew Judon in there to help these guys grow as players, because when he's signed and when he's locked in, which Matthew Judon, you can tell his energy. He's not super locked into football right now. You can tell he's being nonchalant about everything. But when he's locked into football, he brings great leadership to the team that you need. And I just, like I said, I just don't want to rely on these guys that have looked good in camp and just, like you said, put all our eggs in the basket for them to hit. But with the Godchaux signing, it's one thing off your back. That's one situation that was, a disaster that you didn't want to, have to deal with for the rest of the offseason. I will say one thing that is a little concerning is we talked about this a few days ago. Our depth guys have not looked good at all in the defensive tackle end. Armand Watts has done literally nothing at camp. I don't even think he's going to
Jeremiah Forms. We got, I think, is it?
I don't even think Armand Watts is going to make the team. Daniel Quale has looked solid. He actually has pretty good hand movements. So
I like him.
Yeah, if Barmore is out, I think you go with Keon White, Godchaux, Wise, and Quale as your top four, which is solid. Barmore makes that like a top 10 unit, obviously, because I love Keon White and Godshaw's a good player. But it is a big thing to get off the back of the mind of the coaches, because it was just so unnecessary and we needed to do it.
What is your gut feeling on the Matthew Judon situation? Do you think something gets figured out or whatnot?
I do, because from what all the reports are saying is, people were concerned why Judon wasn't throwing footballs to the fans today. But apparently he was having a long meeting with Coach Mayo right before practice, and apparently it went really well. He came out all smiles. He was giving thumbs up to the cameras and everything. So it all seems like it went well. And you can't just get everything done in one day. You got to take it step by step with him, because it's been a long process. But
yeah, because even the Devon Gottsdale situation, we saw his agent at camp. I think it was Monday. He didn't get the extension to Wednesday. So hopefully by the end of the week something happens.
Yeah. So I think you gotta give it time with Judon, and I think my gut feeling. If you asked me 2 days ago, even yesterday, I would have told you I think we might trade him. But today was big. He showed up and he did participate in multiple team drills. And I think he was communicating with the defense. He does look a little nonchalant, doesn't bring the same energy, but that's what's going to come with him, kind of holding out. But I think it was big to see him back at practice today. If you ask me, my gut feeling is he's going to sign.
137, what's going on with you?
What's up?
I heard Judon's back. Yep, temporarily. Let's see what happens in the long run. Diane Gillespie, Devon Gottsdale 2-year extension. That was big.
Absolutely.
Jeff, my boy Woot, what's going on with you, bro? Y'all ready for the game night? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
About to get on it, man. We'll talk about it a little bit. What's going on with you, bro? Okay, let's get into practice today. You was there, whatnot. Who really? I ain't gonna say who really. We get into that aspect of it, but what's your take from camp today? How was the energy? How did Drake Bailey, how did the quarterbacks look? I know I was following along on Twitter. It seemed like a good day for the quarterback. I think even Bailey Zappi looked good at training camp or whatnot. So Joe Milton, I heard he's been heating up the pad. Nobody can panic. He's not threatening Drake May or whatnot, but he is. Keep in mind he's going against third streamers and fourth stringers. Drake May is going to get the second team and the first team. So what did you see from practice today, from training camp?
Practice today is exactly what I want to see every single training camp. There was great moments by the defense, and the offense had also great moments, even a little more than the defense. Kyle Duggar we'll start with the defense. Kyle Duggar had a great pass breakup on, I believe it was Jaquay Jackson.
Austin Hooper?
Or Austin Hooper. I can't remember. He had a great pass breakup, and it was a good throw. I think it was Brissett that threw it. It was a great throw. No really, action on the D line today, just because, again, no pads. But with the defense, they communicate well. Peppers was back out there. He wasn't obviously participating. They all communicate really well. You could tell they get along. They actually had to do a lap because they kind of had like a miscommunication on one play. That was more the third stringers. I think Brendan Schooler was in at safety. But with the offense today, Drake May was the best quarterback out there. He went 5 for 6 in 11s, and he went 2 for 4 in 7s. But in the red zone specifically, he had some beautiful throws, and he had a couple drops too.
Juju
had a really bad drop over Marcus Jones.
Second day in a row.
That's happened 2 times with the same players. And plays like that define if you're going to make a football team, because Juju needs.
But see, nobody talks about the Drake, the touchdown. It was a touchdown. You don't see a lot of touchdowns on Twitter, but they quick to put out the interceptions or the bad throws.
Yeah, exactly. And Drake May, I don't know if you saw my post. I posted I took a great video today, actually. Drake May had an almost no-look pass to KJ Osborne today.
I got to see that.
Yeah, I took the video. I posted it on my Instagram, and it was a beautiful play. Drake May had to roll out to the right. KJ was kind of cutting more to the middle, to the left. He kind of had to throw it, across his body, but he wasn't really looking, and that's the talent the kid brings to you.
He completed the pass, though, right?
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful it was a touchdown. And you also had I believe it was Mitchell Wilcox. Yeah, you could check it out on my Instagram. You could actually hear me screaming in the background. I got a little hype after that one. We've been talking about this, man. I'm drinking the Tyquan Thornton juice, dude. I think he's gonna make the 53. He went 2-0 against Christian Gonzalez today. He's consistently getting open. His route running still isn't super smooth. He kind of beats people with his speed and quickness a lot, but I'm starting to be on the train. Tyquan Thornton is separating himself from guys like Kayshon Boutte and Juju Smith-Schuster in my eyes. And then the two rookies, they're open every single play. Pop Douglas still isn't really participating in those drills yet, which is fine. Take your time with him. You don't have to worry about him at all, because he's obviously going to be a key part to this team. Baker and Polk, they're open every single play, and I love the energy that they bring. They love the crowd. They love talking to each other. But overall, it was a great day. Brissett was actually probably the worst quarterback of the four today. He had some late reads today, and he wasn't bad by any means. That just proves how good the offense was today. But Drake May was your best quarterback. Bailey Zappi did have some nice moments. Joe Milton. This is the thing with Joe Milton. I'll say this really quick. And Tom Curran made a really
I see the pass. I just seen the pass right now. I seen it.
Yeah, it was a beautiful throw.
Yeah.
Tom Curran made a great point on this, and I couldn't agree more. The people that are saying Joe Milton has been better than Drake May need to listen to this point. The only problem with Drake May so far that's been glaring is when he sees a read, I think he almost gets a little timid to make the pass. When Joe Milton sees it, he throws it right away. He doesn't think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Drake May's thinking a little too much, because when he doesn't think, he makes throws like that. And he looks because he has the highest ceiling of all.
But see, what I didn't want to happen was, today Drake May had a solid day, and there was no pads on. So if he had a good day, everybody would say, well, he didn't have, there was in no contact, no pads. But you notice the first couple of days when there was in pads, it was all negative stuff. But now that the fact that they're without pads or whatnot, now they're saying, they're saying, oh, he had a good day. So I kind of want that day that he had that. I want it to be tomorrow, because tomorrow they're gonna be back in pads. That's what I want. See, the base what I'm saying is the day. Oh yeah, Drake may look good, but they can't practice in pads every day. They can't do that. So I already knew in the back of my head. I already knew, hey, once they say this right, once those reports come out, he's looking good. They gonna say, well, he wasn't in full pads there. They can't contact on everybody look good. So you really can't win. That's what I was.
Can't win. I feel like I'm back in the Mac Jones situation where I'm just
right.
And I'm sure you saw it. You're a football guy, and this is ridiculous. I almost literally got off social media for the whole day. Someone on NBC Sports said they saw the ghosts of Mac Jones and Drake May.
Michael Holley. I seen that.
I almost unfollowed NBC Sports Boston. That is the most ridiculous quote I've ever heard. And now all the other fan bases and content creators for other teams are hearing that, and now they're all out on Drake May because that one quote, which is ridiculous. He literally doesn't bring a single trait that Mac Jones does. Not a single one.
But you notice in the weeks previous when Drake May footwork was looking good, he was lighting up the defense in practice when they first started count. Yes, he not one report. Nobody talked about that. No positive report, anything.
When people are wrong, when people are wrong, they can't admit it. But when they're right, they can admit it. They can't just admit, today, the people that are saying Joe Milton's QB1, the people that said that couldn't just admit, yep, Drake May proved today that he's just a clear-cut better quarterback, better touch. They'll just say, oh, they had no pads, like you said. Which is just, again, you can't win, so I just kind of ignore that.
And see, that was part of my issue too. I mean, I didn't like the Joe Milton draft pick because it made me want. Okay, we got him in the 6th round. I think it was sixth round pick. So I was kind of like, well, if you got your guy in Drake May, why are you taking on another guy? You know what I mean? But I know, like they say you always draft 2 quarterbacks, always keep drafting quarterback every year. But If when Drake May struggles and Joe Milton's looking good in camp, you already know the bird. Everybody gonna start talking. So
Yep.
and it's already out. One small report can have everybody just mind just going in different ways. So that's why I didn't want to happen. It brings an unnecessary distraction.
We talked about this weeks ago. You can't have the media ripping the kid, and there's already people doing it. And now the people that see that think Joe Milton's immediately the better quarterback. We see Joe Milton's talent. He fell to the 6th round for a reason. If you just watch that guy with the naked eye, he looks like a 1st-round pick. He didn't just fall to the 6th round just because everyone passed on him. That's where he was supposed to go for multiple different reasons. Once we see, again, I'm rooting for Joe Milton. He's a Patriot. I want him to overtake Bailey Zappe's spot. I love all the Patriots. I'm rooting for him. He's a young kid. I'm proud of what he's done so far. But we need to stop this nonsense talk. We are 7 days into camp. Joe Milton has taken probably a fourth of the reps that Drake May has taken, and he still has the same amount of interceptions. And he's going against the 4th-string guys that have literally 0 chance of making the roster. And you could say what you want. Oh, reps are still reps. Drake May's going against the top 5 defense out there, and he's still making highlight reel plays. Those are the plays you need to see. The mistakes everyone loves to harp on, but the positives no one likes to talk about because they don't want to be wrong.
That's just like in minicamp in the OTAs. Drake May was taking 13 reps behind Bailey Zappe. Everybody was talking about that. I saw the talk shows. Then once he surpassed Bailey Zappe,
no one talks.
Nobody talked. So that's why I don't understand, man. But it's the world we live in, man. The negative stuff sells. Owen says, I heard Taco. Hey, I told you earlier we was texting. I'm drinking a Taquan Kool-Aid, man.
I am too.
I think it's time. I think he's him now, man. I think so. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I want to see him in the game, and I want to stay healthy. But you got Tyquan Thornton, you got Pop Douglas, Javon Baker, Pope, Bourne. All of a sudden,
Osborne had a good day today.
Okay, KJ Osborne, what? He's probably your 4th or 5th receiver. But man, I think Juju's. We're gonna get to this comment in a minute. Where is that? Juju Smith-Schuster. I think Juju's done. I just think the writing's on the wall.
He's been the worst receiver. Dude, Jaquay Jackson's been better than him. He was an undrafted receiver out of
How's he look?
He's been pretty good. The guy, he has really good hands. He's made some good catches. He had like 20 catches at Rutgers, so I was down on him. He's looked better than Juju. Dude, Juju has had 2 key drops over the same guy. He's like 4 inches taller than Marcus Jones, and he had a lead on him in both routes, and you got to be stronger with your hands, Juju. You're a veteran. You've been good in this league. How do you not I don't get it at all. Juju's done. Juju's cooked. That comment could not. Juju is cooked.
Yeah, I just think, and then if he's not cooked himself, if he don't kick himself off the roster, off the depth chart, I think the rookies are going to do it because they've been playing good. I mean, so right now you got Pop Douglas, you got Bourne. They're going to make it. The 2 rookies, Polk and Baker. That's 4. They're going to make it. Osborne probably going to make it.
Yeah,
now you got.
I think.
Go ahead.
I think Osborne's pretty much a lock.
So now you got Tyquan Thornton, Kayshon Boutte, Juju Smith-Schuster, Kawan, and these other guys and whatnot. Tyquan Thornton's on the roster.
Right now.
Yeah, if the season, if we had to make it, I think Tyquan's on the roster. I think Juju's going, and then I wish we can. I mean, somebody send me a 6th-round pick for Juju or 7. I mean, something like that. But you probably just gonna have to cut it and eat it and just forget about it, man. Because I just don't think I think he's done. I don't even think he's in it no more.
This is the problem with Juju, and I've talked about this. I talked about this with people at camp today. And by the way, just one more thing. If any of you guys see me at camp, you guys can always feel free to approach me. I'd love to talk Patriots. This is the problem with Juju. What team does he like? He doesn't fit on any teams. If you have a young up-and-coming receiving core, you can't put him there. If you're an established team, maybe you can bring him in as like your 4. Like if you're like, let's say the Eagles, who don't really have a 3. After Devon, but
I don't think he'll work on the Eagles because he
doesn't fit with any team. So I don't think you can get anything for him. And it's unfortunate. Mayo comes in, he's got some problems already because Belichick made him. He might just have to eat the $10 million in cap that we're gonna have to pay for Juju, which sucks. But it's not on Mayo at all. But Juju is not. He's not a starting caliber receiver anymore. And last year was not a fluke. The guy is every play. He's at risk of an injury. You could any given play, his knees are at risk.
He gets no separation. I know Jalen Polk don't separate, but Jalen Polk is a rookie and he's catching the ball. He's looking real good. Jalen Reagor, we haven't talked. How did Reagor look today?
Not great. He didn't.
Hmm.
The problem with Rager too, he doesn't get a lot of separation either. The only thing he can beat you with is his speed. But when they're doing the inside 10 yards in the red zone one-on-ones, and you only have a certain amount of space to work with,
He
Rager
can't.
doesn't. Rager doesn't thrive there at all because he doesn't cut well enough. John Jones, I believe John Jones was covering him. He was locking him up.
Is it fair to say that today was KJ Osborne's probably best day?
Oh yeah, KJ Osborne was consistently getting open. He had a couple catches. He looked like Drake May's favorite target. I believe Drake May went to him for another throw in the back of the end zone. But yeah, it was KJ Osborne's best day.
Okay. James Cable says, "Where was your sunscreen today?" Stats.
I'm burning.
Oh, and 137. How were the running backs? Good question. I know. Did we talk? No, we didn't talk since I think Tuesday. I think Kevin Harris is looking real good. Antonio Gibson. I think that Fenwick, did he have a touchdown day or something? He looked good in one-on-ones, I heard.
Oh, Gibson.
Fenwick.
Oh, Fenwick.
I think I seen something on Twitter that he won a couple reps in one-on-ones.
Yeah. So the thing with Fenwick is I haven't really seen a lot of them. Because again, with the no padding, it's tough. We've only had 2 days of it. Our best running back today by far was Antonio Gibson. He was incredible. He caught a touchdown in the back of the end zone.
I heard he ran a nice route for a
dude,
touchdown.
He's gonna be like you said, he's gonna be James White. He's gonna be such a reliable receiving back. He was awesome today. Even when they did run, our offensive line actually looked pretty good. There's one thing I have to talk about for a few minutes.
Go ahead.
And not a week. Okay. Vidarian Lowe was starting at left tackle today. I gotta ask why. Caden Wallace. There's been nothing but good things said about him. And you guys all, if you guys watch our shows, you know my opinion on Vidarian Lowe. He is not an NFL caliber starting left tackle. Caden Wallace is better in literally every aspect. And I remember I've watched film of every game from last year. Vidarian Lowe was statistically through 3 weeks the worst tackle in football. Why are we switching him around? The only thing that comes to mind is maybe they're trying to give Drake May some help on the second team.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
That's the only thing that comes to mind. But if not, Vidarian Lowe cannot start. He can't. Chucks has looked pretty good on the right. He has.
I heard that.
He's looked pretty good. He's actually surprising me because he wasn't great on Pittsburgh. He had moments. He's looked pretty good, and I would love nothing more than him to be good. And the only reason that Caden Wallace got dropped had to have been because they wanted to because Coach Mayo sees it if we see it. The second team O-line's been terrible, so maybe that's why. But I really hope Caden Wallace is just starting.
Who was the center today for the second for when Drake May had the ball? Was it
Nick Leverett? He's been okay. He's been really good. I didn't have him make him the 53, but he has looked really good. David Andrews came back today. Obviously he's as solid as it comes, but Nick Leverett's been really good. He's gonna take Antonio Maffe's spot in my opinion. I watched Antonio Maffe warm up, doing snaps. He literally can't make a straight snap to the quarterback.
He's probably in jeopardy of getting cut.
I think Nick Leverett's just.
I didn't understand that pick last year when Bill was pick. Whoever was picking last year when Bill was there, we took Jake Andrews, we took 3 guards.
I like
and so is the only one. I mean, he's a starter. So the one look good, but Mafe and Andrews, so they can't get on the field, and it just seems like there's always something going on with Mafe. He's just snapping the ball. How are he getting hurt or something? So I mean, I don't know.
So bad.
Jim McKinley, like Josh Uche said, Rome was built in a day. Just like you guys are thinking.
Oh yeah.
Justin said, "What's going on, bro?" Mike, Larry. People are already saying Penix and McCarthy are already way ahead of May. I say, I saw the other day that McCarthy was struggling in camp. So now, how did that change so quick?
I've not seen that once. I've heard again. I'm not going to read much into it because, again, rookies. But McCarthy has not looked good at all. He's thrown multiple interceptions as well as Caleb Williams has. But no one wants to talk about that because he's the number 1 pick and he's locked into.
Have you heard anything on Bo Nix?
I've heard Bo Nix has looked solid, and I think he might win the starting job. But again, you're going against Jarrett Stidham and Zach Wilson, so it's awesome. But the Caleb Williams, just because he's locked in to be the starter, no one talks about his flaws. But since Drake May is battling to be the starter with Brissett, they'll find every little piece to not want him to be because no one wants the Patriots to be good again. I haven't really heard much on Michael Penix. I haven't really heard great things.
I heard he's been lighting up in camp. I haven't heard that on Penix.
I haven't heard much on McCarthy. But I mean, we'll see. It's so early.
Diane's Cole Strange, when's he coming? I think Cole Strange is an afterthought right now. I don't think he's in the plan. I think Cole Strange is out of it. He's gone. I just don't. I mean, he was hurt. They seem like he was when he's on the field, he's solid. Definitely not wasn't worth a first round pick. I still don't know what that was. When you think about it, we took Tyquan Thornton in that draft. We could have had George Pickens.
That draft was terrible. That was a
right.
Terrible class.
We took Tyquan Thornton. We could have had George Pickens. Now I know George Pickens comes with some red flag, but I'll take that talent over anything.
I believe we have one starter from that draft, and it's Marcus Jones, and that is it.
And that's questionable with him because I think did he get hurt today?
Yeah, he did. I'm not gonna lie. I do like Marcus Jones a lot. I think he brings a lot of versatility.
Did it like a serious injury?
No, I don't think he was just walking off. I think with the guys that are locked into the roster, I think they're trying to be precautionary with just because you don't want him to get injured like badly for the season. But I don't think it was anything serious. With Cole Strange, he's solid, but I think by that point. You got Owenu and Sal. Is he taking any of their spots at guard? I don't think so. So
big fight in Pittsburgh today, huh? I think I seen that on Twitter.
Bad, really bad. Fields got hit like super late or something. But
oh wow! I heard Peppers was back at practice days. He's still injured. I think he's still hurt, but he was there, so that's good.
Yeah, he was. He's they were like 5 feet away from me. I could hear everything they were saying. He really runs the defense. He tells everyone what to do. Him and Jawan Bentley run the defense really. And I love Peppers. He brings the 4-string guys over. He's like, you took 2 steps left. You got to shift right next time. And they all listen to him. I love the communication from Peppers. I think he'll be back within the next week or so.
Hey, let's see. What is going on with Marty Mapu? Is he hurt or something?
I don't know because they haven't said he's hurt. He doesn't look hurt. He just what is he? He's not obviously he's not holding out. He's only second year. I'm kind of confused what's going on with him because I'm kind of worried about his spot getting taken at this point because he hasn't practiced once fully yet.
He doesn't look like he hurt. Cause
I mean, I've heard he's hurt, but like I haven't seen what the injury is, and that's just kind of people assuming. I haven't heard a single thing about him yet.
But how many games y'all think y'all gonna win this year? On the previous show, I said I think 7. Me from a fan perspective, I'll be happy with about 7 wins. I mean, anything over 4 is good. I mean, we won 4 last year, so you really can't be mad about that. Anything over 4 games, I mean, I'll be happy with that. We won 4 last year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 7 or 8.
Yeah, I don't think you can go. I mean, I don't think you can be no worse than that. I mean, we win more than 4, I guess the season is a success, but the bar is so low, so that's why I'm saying 4. I mean, more than 4. Oh, I'm excited for the past preseason. Yeah, I mean, this is very important. Listen, I'm gonna make a bold. We're probably in bold. I think we go undefeated in the preseason because if you look at, we got Carolina, Philly, then we got Washington, I believe.
Yes, we have a super young team, and they're gonna play.
And then we got good depth at quarterback. Bailey Zappi has been in the league. Joe Milton, he's very excited. And two of the three preseason games are at home. So you know what I mean. So I mean, I think we go undefeated in the preseason. They don't really mean anything. I mean, yeah, we talking about the preseason. So, but I think we're going to defeat in the preseason and then get ready for Cincinnati. I think Joe Milton is going to show out in the preseason.
Yeah,
I think
I'll be the first one.
Oh, you going to be at the first one?
Yeah.
I think Kevin Harris I think he's going to be a preseason. I think some of these running backs we haven't really got to see. I think we're going to hear a lot about them in the preseason because preseason is a lot of running, a lot of just getting stats and whatnot. So I think we're going to hear a lot about that in the preseason. I think some of these running backs start separating themselves in the preseason.
Yep. Because do you think we carry 3 or 4?
Well, you got Mondre
Gibson, and locks.
I think Kevin Harris, if he doesn't get hurt, and maybe one more. I heard the Jennings guy been doing all right. Terrell Jennings.
Yeah, I have him over Fenwick right now. He's just looked way better than him. He's playing with 4-string guys, but I think he has if he has a good preseason, he has a legit shot.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But this preseason, I want to see how they split the snaps. So, because I really, what you got in Jacoby Brissett. So, do you really need to see him out there playing? I mean, I know he's still a competition, but I don't. I mean, I think you play Brissett for like 3 or 4 possessions, if that. Get him out of there, and then you got because you got Brissett. I mean, you got Brissett, May, you got Milton, you got Zappy. You kind of want Zappy to play a little bit so you can up that trade value. Joe Milton, you probably see what you got in Joe Milton, and then everybody's there to see Drake May. So if it was me, I think you see Brissett probably play about, let me see. Brissett probably play a few possessions, probably play like towards the end of the first quarter. And I think May will play to deep into the third quarter. And then I think you'll see Milton play and probably Zappy finish it out. Or they can have, I think Drake May needs to play a lot, I think.
I don't think Brissett's going to touch the field against Carolina. I think that's going to be more.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too.
I don't
maybe a possession, maybe one possession, just maybe.
But I think, like you said, we've said this a million times. We know what we're getting. We don't need to see Brissett. I think May will probably get a quarter and a half. Milton will probably get a quarter and a half, and then Zappy May might get the whole first half. And then
that's what I'm thinking.
Milton might get a quarter and Zappy might get a quarter, because if May wants a shot at starting week 1, you got to see as much as you can from him in the preseason. So maybe Brissett gets a drive or two, but I think the majority of the first half will be Drake May.
Hey, man, if you think the media is talking now, what if Joe Milton goes out there and balls in the preseason and make those interception struggles? Man, we ain't going to be able to come up here and talk on this thing live. Everybody's going to be going crazy.
Oh, my God.
Things are getting serious now, gents. It's our business from here, guys, trying to make the team friendships, I'm sure, on hold. Agree. Good point. Sports Academy.
Phenomenal point.
Great to see Judon back on the field. We need him. Yeah, hopefully something gets done. He is 31. I would probably give him a pay raise for this year, maybe an extension into next year, but you got all this money for next year, man. Like, I think, and also, even if we do keep Judon for this year, next year, I think next year we got to invest into the defensive line, get another pass rusher. I think so. I think pass rush can be one of the top things on the list next year. We're gonna need another one.
Well, yeah, because if Uche walks, because he's a free agent next year, I think this is a big year for Uche. If he has a good year, I think they're gonna sign him to a 3-4 year deal.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Yeah, but with Judon, if you really break it down, like, you could talk about his age, you could talk about his production towards the end of the season. You really do. Matt Judon is a very important piece of this team. You really do need him. Someone brought up an interesting point today to me at camp. Like I said, always come up to me if you see me there. I'm so open to talk football. Said, because I know Hassan Reddick's already having contract troubles with the Jets. They brought up trading Judon for Reddick straight up, and I thought that was a pretty interesting point. I don't love that idea, because like, you're kind of trading them, and then you got to deal immediately again with the contract situations.
And it's an end division deal. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, I don't either. And I also just think Judon's a better player than Reddick. I know Reddick's younger, but at that point, why don't you just re-sign Judon? You know what I mean? So, but I thought it was an interesting point to think about. But once I really thought about it, I'm like, there's just no reason for them to do that.
Let's see. Justin said, I can't wait. Oh, I already know you can't wait. Appreciate the comment. Hey, it's a bunch of y'all up here. Hit the like button on YouTube. Share the content on Facebook. If you're on LinkedIn, like the content, comment, share. Same thing for Facebook. On YouTube, give me that thumbs up. Please, appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Let me see. Jim McClellan should be fun. Yes, it should be, Jim. We're gonna see. All right, last but not least, what are you looking for? I think they should be in pass tomorrow. I think they're practicing on Saturday. I'm not for sure, but they should be in pass tomorrow. What are you looking for on tomorrow? Me, personally, I want to see Drake May continue the positive steps. Tomorrow, I think that you can be back in pass. Taquan Thornton, can you continue? He's starting to stack some positive days. Javon Baker, Poe, the normal people. But really, I'm looking forward to see what Drake May can do tomorrow with the pass or back on. And I'm just ready to have that practice where we say, okay, that's the number 3 overall pick. I don't think we've had that yet. I just don't think we've had it yet. It's still early, but I'm waiting for that practice that he just goes off. And interceptions are going to happen. Everybody throws interceptions, but I don't care about the interceptions. I rather you throw him now than throw him in the game. That's me personally. So yep. I want to see. I want to have, because right now you're learning. So I mean, there's no games getting won or lost right now.
Yep.
But I do want to see. Yeah, I do want to see him Continue the momentum that he had today. Had a couple touchdowns, have a nice couple good plays. You got the pass on because that's the next box you got to check. Because if you come out tomorrow and struggle, they're gonna say, well, he's back in pass and he's struggling again. So come out tomorrow and go from there.
I agree. I think tomorrow's a big day for Drake May. I believe in him though. The kid has so much talent. I think he's gonna have some big throws tomorrow. I'm super excited for him. I won't be there tomorrow or Saturday. I'll be back next week and I'll be at the preseason game.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, I'm looking for again Drake May, like you said, and just again consistency with these receivers, man, including Tyquan. But he keeps proving me wrong every single day, and I'm starting to get on the train. So, I'm loving
I see he beat Christian Gonzalez a couple times today.
2 times in a row, actually. He did really well. And Christian Gonzalez, we know who he is. He's been phenomenal at camp. But just consistency is what I'm looking for. No more breakout players. We kind of know we have Juju. He's gone. Unfortunately, Butte, he's kind of fighting for his life right now. He hasn't really done anything crazy. Just Drake May, man, and the consistency from the receivers. And I want the O-line to keep succeeding, too. That's an underrated thing no one's really talking about.
Thoughts on Alex Austin? I think he's having a solid camp or whatnot. He's not starting. I believe it's Jonathan Jones and Gonzo, Marcus Jones slot. I know Tyquan beat him up. I mean, you're a corner. You're going to give up plays.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have the real Reavers out here who really didn't give up nothing. But even for Gonzo, he's going to give up plays. But the main thing, you don't want to be getting beat consistently. You want to give up 100 yards. You don't want to just get whooped. So corner is one of the toughest positions to play. You're going to give up plays or whatnot. You just don't want to give up the touchdowns, you want to contain whoever's in front of you. But what are your thoughts on Alex Austin?
Well, in my opinion, he's going to be your fourth guy. He's a fun player to watch. He brings a lot of energy. He's fast, actually. He's got quick feet. He hasn't really done a lot in camp, but which could be a good thing necessarily if you talk about it for cornerbacks. I think he's going to be your fourth guy. I think he's a pretty safe lock to make the team.
Isaiah Bolden, I heard he was all right today.
I love Isaiah Bolden's one of my most underrated players. I think he's your fifth guy right after Alex Austin. He clamps. He really does.
He's long too.
Yeah. Now that I think of it, I think he was the one. Actually, I forget, but Isaiah Bolden is going to make this team, and he's gonna play. He's gonna play some snaps. I talked to him today. Actually, I was talking to him.
Okay.
I was like, "You excited to come back from injury?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm ready to go." Because he obviously had that horrible head injury against the Packers last year. He's got one of like 5 helmets in the NFL, ones that help them with concussion protection. So I think he's gonna make team. And then
I heard Marcellus Dow was running with the first team today too.
Yeah, 6 spots. Because I think they're probably gonna carry 6 or 7 corners. The 6th spot right now to me is I was just gonna say looking like Marcellus Dow, and then the 7th. Maybe if they carry 7, Marco Wilson can sneak in there. He's actually been pretty solid.
Shaun Wade, I think Wade is all. He's always hurt.
He's been in the red shirt for so long, and he actually did have some decent moments today.
I heard, yeah.
He I don't think Shaun Wade's. I think Shaun Wade, but I will say Shaun Wade will definitely be on our practice squad, and I could totally see him getting called up for a couple games.
Sports Academy, do you guys remember that quarterback from last year in preseason that everyone wanted to give a chance to? Can't remember his name. Could be a similar situation with Milton this year. Malik Cunningham, he went to Baltimore. He had that one little drive or whatnot, and everybody just went crazy. Oh, you had some good seats?
That game was so boring because our offense was so bad, and then he just came in for the last drive after McSorley got out, and he
crazy how low the bar is.
I know.
Diane, love listening to you, bro. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Hey, how about a YouTube live next week from Gillette before the game, guys? Hey, I'm up for it.
I'm down. We're gonna have obviously the day before the game. We're gonna have a whole what we're looking for and stuff.
Hey, y'all stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff planned this year, man. Just stay tuned, and we ain't even hit the peak of what we're gonna do this year. Stay tuned. We got a lot of things planned.
Still in the offseason. You guys,
we just
are in for a treat when the season starts. So
yes, sir. We just getting warmed up. Y'all stay tuned, man. Hey, and without y'all, there ain't no us. Y'all make the show, so I appreciate it, man. Please make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Tomorrow, another I think it's day 7 tomorrow. Is it 8? I want to say day 7 or 8.
I messed it up on my story. I posted a recap. I said day 6. I don't know why. It's day 8 tomorrow.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on, make sure you get all the comment. You guys really know how to get patronage site and great knowledge and insight. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Love to you too, Owen.
Thanks, Owen.
But
Thanks,
hey,
Owen.
man, we appreciate everybody joining us tonight. We will be back. What's tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow night to talk a little bit about training camp practice. Hey, maybe some news might break tomorrow. Who knows, man? It seems like every time we get off, something goes on or whatnot. So
No, I know.
we will be back tomorrow night. We're about to get ready for the Texans and the Bears about to play preseason. No CJ Stroud, no Caleb Williams, but hey, football is football. I don't even care.
Oh,
Hall
yeah.
of Fame game. I don't even care, man. So y'all sit back and chill, watch some football night, and stay tuned. We'll be back tomorrow night, 7:30. If we went a little earlier tonight because the game come on, but 7:30 Eastern time tomorrow, man. I appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good one. We out.
Have a good one, Ken.
Yes, sir.